EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year, with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it.
Here we go.
You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here we go.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Touchdown! Jamar Chase.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon.
Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground here with a Bandicanda.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Mixon with a first down carry.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Burrow will throw.
Looking deep here for Chase. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Look at this Browns defense.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Thomas.
First down, here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Townsend. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a yard.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow on play action. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
1-1.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Slot man moves right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a wide out. When you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Got a man open. It's Chase.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
The Browns at 3-11 now on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here we go, here we go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Play action. It's Burrow. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
12.
Here's Burrow.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Here we go. 11. 12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
On 1, ready? Eleven empty.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Mixon is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit, threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up?
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watson now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Schwartz.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The end result, 21 yards.
Here we go. 11 empty.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
To throw is Watson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Now it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troop? And it's blocked. Well, the Bengals have got it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 62 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Mixing up the middle.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, he's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Here we go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Stop.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
DJ Reader there on the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Gun. Stop.
Here's a give, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. The Browns drive about to get started.
First down, they start.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here we go.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here we go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Watson. A little short pass. This is Everett. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They juked him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.